Hey there. Looks like some of you have already joined. I'm excited to practice with you. Is anybody joining that was on the last class too? In the last class. And also, if I don't, it's like because I can't see you, I don't know who's here. Tell me who's here. Type in the little chat box. Say like hello. And if I haven't seen you in a while, yay, Joan and Al. Glad you're back. So glad you're back. If I haven't seen you in a while, or if I haven't met you, I would love to know where you're from. Yes, yeah. I think, unless you've moved, I think I know where you're from, though. Yeah. It's been a long time. Miss you. In the house. Silver Lake, yeah. Silver Lake is a great area to live in. It looks like a couple more of you joined. If you are so inclined, I would love to know who you are. Type in the little chat box to say hello. I'm going to grab a sip of water. I'll be right back. Sharon from Chicago. Awesome. Wonderful that that you found me here. This is wonderful. Yeah, as I think that it's so cool that now it doesn't really matter where we all live. Like we can all find each other. We can all come together. We're not bound by our physical limitations as much anymore. We can all come together and practice with one another, regardless of where we live. It's fantastic. Sharon, it's wonderful to meet you and wonderful to have you in class. Looks like a couple more of you joined. Welcome. I would love to hear from you in the chat box. Say hello. If I don't know you, I would love to know where you're from. It's been my favorite thing lately. Finding out where everyone is from. Hey, Laura. Good, Sharon. Good. Happy Friday, Laura. All right, all. This is going to be a fun practice. It'll be pretty nonstop, covered with a couple of our balances and things, and all the fun, fancy vinyasa stuff. It's going to be awesome. I'm excited about it. I'm excited to be here with you. So I know that Joan and Al are coming back for round 2. Who else was in the 8 a.m. class, if anyone was? I got a text from someone saying that they're also here. Awesome. Yes, Emily, good to see you through here. Also, those of you joining whom I haven't met, I would love to know your name, where you're from. So you type in the little chat box right over here. Mm. And just FYI, I always start a couple minutes after the official start time of class to make sure that everyone has ample opportunity to get in. So just know that we will start a little bit late. Okay, awesome. Thanks, Sharon. Oh, can I go over all my availability for some? Are you talking about all of my classes that I'm currently teaching? Is that what you mean, Sharon? Oh, hello from Jeanette. Oh, so nice to see you here. Hi, Kristen. Good to see you. So, Sharon, if you could just type, oh, okay. I'm going to type in the little chat box here. I send out an email every week with my updated schedule. Subscribe to my email list at NicholeChaseYoga.com, and you'll be included in those emails. Also, I'm working on getting a calendar up there because it looks like my schedule is coming to a place where it's going to be pretty consistent. So have a look at my website for updates on my schedule. It'll be in a calendar soon. That's coming. But in the meantime, subscribe to my newsletter. Yeah. Layla! Oh, awesome. Okay, yes, I would love to see you next week. Would love to see you next week. It's nice to so I can feel your presence. Although I'm not seeing you, I'm seeing you. And I will wait a couple more minutes before we get started, just to make sure that everyone, we will. Thanks, Layla. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, thanks for being here. We will start in a couple minutes. Sharon, yes, I do. I am just starting that back up again too. Email me here. For inquiry about that, or in fact, if you don't mind, like you could even type your email address in there, and I'll send you an email, whatever's easiest. I know that this is a public space, so if you don't feel comfortable sharing your email here, that's fine. Just send me an email at NicholeChase@gmail.com, and we'll set it up. Hi, Clarine. Yay! Yeah, it's so wonderful to have you here. Of course, these are really fun. It's little I'm kind of my working terminology for it is like Vinyasa snacks. little Vinyasa snacks, a little taste. That just gives you enough of that like full, well-rounded practice, enough like energy to get through your day. Hey, David. Of course, yeah, so good to see you here. All right, and we will start in just a moment. Do make sure you have your mat set up. Blocks might be helpful, but it will be it'll be a pretty continuous pace, so I'm not certain that you will have a lot of time to grab props, but if props are useful, do have them close by and use them. This will be a continuous kind of like, I think of this as like fancy Vinyasa choreography. So the things will be all linked together. It's called a ladder flow if you're familiar with that kind of terminology. And it's gonna be fun. All right, I'm gonna call this. We better get started because we have some things to get to. We're gonna get to some things. Hey, Carly. Hey, Donna. Oh, back again. Fantastic. Woohoo! Carly from LA. So good to see you here. I could just do this the whole time. Maybe we should just have a conversation. Because then you think it's like, no, I showed up to practice. Okay, we'll chat more after. I'm gonna come to my mat and you come to yours and we'll get started. Okay, so this is a a short practice with a focus on a few arm balances. Stand tall in Tadasana at the top of your mat. Lengthen through your spine. Inhale deeply. Exhale, empty out completely. And Ujjayi Pranayama. Inhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Surya Namaskara A. Inhale. And exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look forward, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step or hop back, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, curl your chest up, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, lift your hips up and back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale deeply here. Exhale completely. Take one more inhale. On your exhale, walk your hands back to your feet and come into a standing forward bend at the back of your mat. Heel toe your feet all the way together until they're touching. Bend your knees, lower your hips all the way down to your heels. Widen your knees, outer hip width distance apart. Crawl your hands forward and come into Malasana, garland pose. Take a breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, look up between your hands. Exhale, hook your arms across the fronts of your shins. Lay your palms down well. Lift your hips up high. Rock your weight forward into your hands. Claw the floor with your fingertips. Press down into the floor. Puff your spine up between your shoulder blades. Then look and see the front edge of your mat. Shift your weight forward and lift your feet up. Come into Bakasana. Just as best you can. Know it's early in class, but we'll be coming back to this. All right, and take one more breath if you're still in Bakasana. And then lower your feet all the way down. Bring your inner thighs into touch. Bring your heels down to the floor. Heel toe your feet out, hip width distance apart, and crawl your hands to the top of your mat. Come back into downward facing dog. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. And take one more inhale. On your exhale, bend your knees and walk or hop forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine, draw your gaze forward, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold down over your legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise all the way up, join your palms, Urdhva Namaskarasana. Exhale, lower your arms down by your sides and stand tall. Now, place your hands on your hips. Bend your right knee, turn your right leg out. Lift up through the muscles of your left leg, lengthen through your spine. Then lift your right foot up, clasp your ankle, place the sole of your right foot up high on your inner left thigh. Bring your palms together at the center of your chest, Vrikshasana, tree pose. Draw up through the muscles of your left leg, lengthen through your spine, and stretch your arms up over your head. Take another breath here. Then, from here, bring your left hand to your left hip, and remove your right foot from your thigh and point your right knee forward. Stretch your right arm inside your right thigh. Clasp your right big toe. Stretch your right leg forward for Utthita Hasta Panushtasana. Just get your leg as straight as you can. And then draw your right arm and right leg out to your right. And take a breath here. Draw your right arm and right leg back forward again. And start to bend your left knee, your supporting leg knee. Bend your right knee. And guide your outer right ankle across the top of your left thigh in a figure four shape. Remove the clasp with your hands. Bring your fingertips down to the floor, coming into a figure four stretch. Bend your left knee a little bit deeper and see if you can even flatten your palms on the floor. Take another breath here. Okay, good. And from here, place your hands on your hips. Draw your torso upright. And then straighten your left leg, straighten and unhook your right ankle. Point your right foot, stretch your right leg forward, hovering it above the floor just as high as you can. One more inhale here. Exhale, lower your right foot down. Bend your knees and reach down toward the floor. Inhale, come into Utkatasana. And exhale, sit deeply through your legs. Sit deeper still. Then lean a little bit forward, lift your heels off the floor, widen your knees apart, and sink down into Malasana. Take a breath here. Hook your arms across the fronts of your shins, lay your palms down well, lift your hips up, come forward and up into Bakasana. Hold from anywhere from 1 to 3 more breaths. Okay, options are either lower your feet and then come back through Vinyasa or shoot it back, Vinyasa. Vinyasa to downward facing dog. Inhale deeply. And exhale completely. Inhale, lift your right leg up toward the ceiling, three-legged down dog. Exhale, place your right foot all the way up between your hands and come up into warrior two. Ground down through both feet really firmly. Inhale here. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, come back up to warrior two. And exhale, side angle pose. Pause for a breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift your torso up, warrior two, straighten your right leg. Exhale, triangle pose, either forearm to thigh, hand to shin, fingertips to the floor, hand down to a block. And again, pause for a breath here. Look down towards your right foot, bend your right knee, come forward and up into half moon pose. Draw from your right foot into your right hip, stretch your left heel back, the crown of your head forward, maybe even venture to draw your gaze up. Last inhale, reach up. On your exhale, place your left fingertips down onto the floor, square your hips toward the floor. Calmly bend your right knee, bring the ball of your left foot down to the floor. Inhale, come up into Crescent Lunge. Exhale, sink down into your legs. Good. Then tip your torso forward about 45 degrees. Drag your left foot in until your weight is fully on your right foot. Loop your left leg up and around and come into figure four stretch on the second side. Fold forward, bring your fingertips down to the floor. And if you can, maybe even flatten your palms on the floor. That's it. Okay, and then place your hands on your hips. Lift your torso upright. Float your left leg forward, straighten both legs, point your left foot. Yep. Okay, and then lower your left foot all the way down. Second side. Bend your left knee, turn your left leg out. And then lift up through the muscles of your right leg, lengthen through your spine. Lift your left foot up, clasp your ankle, place the sole of your left foot up high on your inner right thigh, and join your palms together at the center of your chest. Good. Then stretch your arms up over your head. Take one more breath here. Place your right hand on your right hip. Remove your left foot from your inner thigh, point your knee forward, reach your left arm down inside your left thigh. Clasp your left big toe and stretch your left leg forward for Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. And draw your left arm and left leg out to your left. Stay stable, steady, strong. Good. And then draw your left arm and left leg back forward. Start to bend your right knee, bend your left knee as well, and hook your left ankle over the top of your right thigh. Bring your fingertips down to the floor, coming into a figure four shape. Maybe even flatten your palms on the floor. That's it. Good, good. Now, place your hands on your hips. Bring your torso upright. Float your left leg forward. Point your left foot. Straighten both legs. And then calmly lower your left foot all the way down to the floor. Bend your knees. Reach your fingertips down toward the floor. Inhale, come up into Utkatasana. And exhale, sit a little bit deeper. Inhale, reach up a little bit higher. Then lean forward a little bit to lift your heels, sink all the way down, widen your knees apart, and come into Malasana. Hook one arm at a time across the fronts of your shins, lay your palms down, and come up into Bockasana. And again, you'll pause from anywhere from 1 to 3 breaths. If your feet come down like mine did, you'll just come back in. No big. And then either lower your feet and then Vinyasa, or shoot it back, Vinyasa, to downward facing dog. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale, lift your left leg up toward the ceiling, three-legged down dog. Exhale, place your left foot up between your hands and come up into warrior two. Ground down through both feet really firmly. Inhale. Exhale, reverse warrior. Tip your torso over your right leg. Stretch from your left hip out through your left hand. Inhale, come back up through warrior two. Exhale, side angle pose. Stretch your right arm over your face. And take another breath here. Inhale, come back up through warrior two, straighten your left leg, and come into triangle pose. Either hand to shin or fingertips to the floor. One more breath here. Then look down toward your left foot, bend your left knee, come forward and up into half moon pose. Draw from your left foot into your left hip. Stretch your right heel back, the crown of your head forward. And take one more inhale here. And exhale, lower your right fingertips down to the floor, square your hips toward the floor, bend your left knee and guide the ball of your right foot down, come up into Crescent Lunge. And exhale, draw your torso forward about 45 degrees. Drag your right foot in until your weight is fully on your left foot. Loop your right leg up and around and come into figure four stretch. Inhale here. Exhale, fold down over your legs and bring your fingertips to the floor. Maybe even try to get deeper, flatten your palms on the floor. That's it. One more breath. Woohoo. Okay. Then place your hands on your hips, bring your torso upright, stretch your right leg forward, hover, point your right foot. And then lower your right foot all the way down. Okay, moving right along. Bend your right knee, turn your right leg out. Lift up through the muscles of your left leg, lengthen through your spine. Lift your right foot up. Place the sole of your right foot up high on your inner left thigh. And bring your palms to the center of your chest. Stretch your arms up over your head. Vrikshasana, tree pose. And take another breath. Good. Then bring your left hand to your left hip. Remove your right foot from your thigh. Point your knee forward. Reach down, clasp your right big toe, and stretch your right leg forwards. Utthita Pangushtasana. And draw your right arm and right leg out to your right. And draw your right leg back forward. Bend your left knee, bend your right knee as well. Hook your right ankle over the top of your left thigh and come into standing figure four stretch. All right, so we're actually going to move forward in a different way from here. We're not going to come back up this time. This time, plant your palms flat on the floor. Wiggle your left foot back. Hook your shin into your upper arms as high to your armpits as possible. Flex your right foot around your upper left arm. If you can, come into Ekapadagalavasana. Press down, puff up, hug your left heel towards your left hip. Press down with your shin and with your right foot into your arms and stretch your left leg back. Okay. It's the same option here to come down and then through Vinyasa, or come straight to Vinyasa from here. And to downward facing dog. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale, lift your right leg up toward the ceiling, three-legged down dog. Exhale, place your right foot all the way up between your hands and come up into warrior two. Inhale deeply. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, come back up through warrior two. Exhale, side angle pose. And this time, bring your hand to the inner edge of your foot. Stretch your left arm over your face. Option to stay here or come into the bound version, wrapping your arms back behind you, underneath your right thigh. And either bound Trikonasana or regular triangle pose. If you're coming in the bound version of triangle pose, make sure that you're not forcing anything here. Super, super important. You don't want to tear your hamstrings. Okay. And then bend your right knee. If you have the bind, release it. Stretch your right fingertips forward. Come forward and up into half moon pose. Draw from your right foot all the way into your right hip. Stretch your left heel back, the crown of your head forward. One more inhale here. On your exhale, place your left fingertips down onto the floor. Square your hips toward the floor. And this time, come into standing split. If you'd like to deepen the stretch, walk your hands back by the sides of your right foot, or even wrap your right forearm back behind your right calf and fold in. One more breath. Walk your hands back forward. Either come straight through Vinyasa or a couple hops up toward handstand on your way back through Vinyasa. There we are. Okay. Okay, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. So begin to make your way there if you haven't already. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale, lift your right leg up toward the ceiling. Exhale, place your right foot up between your hands. Inhale, lift your torso upright. Exhale, draw your torso forward 45 degrees. Drag your left foot in and loop your left leg up and around, coming into figure 4 shape. And then straight away this time. Stretch your left leg forward, keep stretching your arms up, straighten both legs, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your left leg down, lower both arms down by your sides. Place your hands on your hips. Bend your left knee, turn your left leg out. Lift your left foot up, clasp your ankle, place the sole of your left foot up high on your inner right thigh. Join your palms together at the center of your chest. And stretch your arms up over your head. There we go. And place your right hand on your right hip. Remove your left foot from your inner thigh and point your knee forward. Stretch your left arm down, clasp your left big toe. Stretch your left leg forward. And draw your left arm and left leg out to your left. And bring your leg back forward. Bend your right knee and your left knee. Hook your left ankle over the top of your right thigh. Bring your fingertips all the way down to the floor. And again, walk your hands forward. Plant your palm flat. Wiggle your right foot back until your right heel lifts. Guide your shin into your upper arms as high as possible. Flex your left foot around your upper right arm. Lift your right foot up. Hug your right heel in toward your right hip. Press down with your shin and with your left foot into your arms and stretch your right leg back for Ekapada Valavasana. Again, you can lower the back foot down and then come through Vinyasa or come straight to Vinyasa. And to downward facing dog. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale, lift your left leg up toward the ceiling, 3-legged down dog. Exhale, place your left foot up between your hands and come up into warrior 2. Inhale here. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, side angle pose. Bring your hand to the inner edge of your left foot. Stretch your right arm over your face. You can stay here or wrap your arms around your left thigh, coming into the bound form of the pose. Now either keep the bind for triangle pose or release the bind. Start to work your left leg straight. Don't force it straight. Again, our hamstrings are at risk in this shape, so be careful. And bend your left knee. Release the bind if you have it. Reach your left fingertips forward and come forward and up into Ardha Chandrasana. Draw from your left foot into your left hip. Stretch your right heel back, the crown of your head forward. One more inhale here. On your exhale, place your right fingertips down onto the floor, square your hips toward the floor, and come into standing split. Fold in. Maybe even wrap your left forearm back behind your left calf to come in deeper. Then walk your hands forward. Either come straight through Vinyasa or a couple hops up toward handstand on your way back through Vinyasa. Okay, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up toward the ceiling, 3-legged down dog. Exhale, place your left foot all the way up between your hands. Inhale, come into Crescent Lunge. Exhale, draw your torso forward about 45 degrees. Drag your right foot in, loop your right leg up and around, and come into figure 4 shape. Then straighten both legs, stretch your right leg forward, point your right foot, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower your right foot all the way down. Lower both arms down by your sides. Okay, we're getting there. Last piece. Place your hands on your hips. Bend your right knee, turn your right leg out. Lift your right foot up. Place the sole of your right foot up high on your inner right thigh. And just stretch your arms straight up this time. We've done this enough to just come straight there. Then place your left hand on your left hip. Remove your right foot from your inner thigh. Point your knee forward. Reach down, clasp your right big toe. Stretch your right leg forward. And then draw your right arm and right leg out to your right. Now, you might stay right here. Or, really interesting entrance into Bird of Paradise. Stay upright. Bend your right knee deeply. Loop your arms underneath your right thigh. Lift your torso upright and straighten your right leg. All right? Either one. And if you did take Bird of Paradise, bend your knee again, regain the clasp on your right big toe and stretch it out. Everyone, draw your right arm, right leg back forward. Then keep your right leg as it is, Slowly release the clasp on your right big toe. Point your right foot. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your right foot all the way down. Inhale here. Exhale, bend your knees, reach down toward the floor. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, sink deep and deep and deep. And again, come into Malasana. Widen your knees apart. Draw your torso between your inner thighs. Okay. Option 1, Bakasana. Again. Option 2, Ekapada If you're coming after the one-legged form, just hook your right arm, lay your right palm down, and don't hook on your left arm, lay your left palm down. Lift your hips up, rock forward, lean to your right. Keep on pressing down and puffing up. Lift one foot and then the other, and stretch your left leg back. Hold for a couple more breaths where you are. Either lower your feet and then Vinyasa, or shoot it back, Vinyasa, to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up toward the ceiling, three-legged down dog. Exhale, place your right foot up between your hands and come up into warrior 2. Yeah, back here again. Inhale. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, come back up through warrior 2. And exhale, side angle pose with your hand to the inner edge of your foot. Either stay here or wrap your arms underneath for a bind. Turn your chest up. Now either keep the bind for triangle pose or release it. And keep in mind how the back of your right thigh is feeling, inner thigh. Then bend your right knee. This time you have the option of keeping the bind even here for bound Ardha Chandrasana. Yeah, I know, kind of crazy. To come after the bound form, hop your left foot in as far as you can. Work your right leg a little bit straighter. Look down toward the floor and slowly lift your left leg up. Okay, and then slowly lower your left foot down and come back into bound Parshva Konasana. Yeah, come up into warrior 2. And bring your fingertips to the floor, come into Ardha Chandrasana again. Bring your left fingertips down to the floor, square your hips toward the floor, and now come into standing split. Fold your face in toward your shin. And walk your hands forward. Either come straight through Vinyasa or a couple hops up toward handstand on your way back through Vinyasa. Okay, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale, lift your right leg up toward the ceiling, three-legged down dog. Exhale, place your right foot up between your hands. Inhale, come up into Crescent Lunge. Exhale, bring your torso forward 45 degrees. Drag your left foot in, loop your left leg up and around, figure 4. And straighten both legs, stretch your left leg forward, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your left foot all the way down. Lower your arms down. Place your hands on your hips. Bend your left knee, turn your left leg out. And lift your left foot up, clasp your ankle. Place the sole of your left foot up high on your inner thigh. Stretch your arms straight up this time. Come straight there. And place your right hand on your right hip. Remove your left foot from your inner thigh, point your knee forward. Stretch your left arm inside your inner thigh, clasp your left big toe. Stretch your left leg forward. And draw your left arm and left leg out to your left. There we go. Now, you might stay here for a little longer or bend your left knee, loop your arms underneath your left leg, clasp, lift your torso upright, straighten your left leg for an interesting entrance into Bird of Paradise. And if you're in Bird of Paradise, bend your left knee again, reclasp your left big toe, stretch your leg out to the side. Draw your left leg and left arm back forward. And from here, slowly release the clasp. Keep your left leg upright, point your left foot, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your left foot down. Then inhale here. Exhale, bend your knees, reach down to the floor. Inhale, Utkatasana. And sit as deep as possible and come all the way down into Malasana. Widen your knees apart, stretch your arms forward. Again, option 1, Bakasana. Option 2, Ekapada Bakasana. For Ekapada Bakasana, hook your left arm across your left shin, lay your left palm down. Don't hook your right arm, lay your right palm down. Lift your hips up.
Rock forward and lean toward your left hand. Press down, puff up, lift your feet up, and then stretch your right leg back. Hold for a couple more breaths where you are. Option to come down and then vinyasa, or shoot it back, vinyasa, to downward facing dog. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale, lift your left leg up toward the ceiling. Exhale, place your left foot up between your hands and come up into warrior two. Inhale here. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, warrior two. And exhale, side angle pose with your hand to the inner edge of your foot. Either stay here or wrap underneath, come into a bind. And then come into regular or bound triangle pose. If you're in the bound form, be careful with your left leg, your hamstrings. And then bend your left knee, either regular or bound, Ardha Chandrasana. To come into the bound version, hop your right foot in, close to your left foot, work your left leg straighter, look straight down, and slowly, slowly, slowly lift your right leg up. Keep one point to gaze at. And then slowly come back into bound side angle pose. Turn your chest down. Come back up into warrior two. Then tip your torso to your left, bring your fingertips to the floor, come into regular Ardha Chandrasana. Bring your right fingertips down to the floor, square your hips toward the floor, and come into standing split. Fold in. And walk your hands forward. Either come straight through vinyasa or a couple hops up toward handstand on your way back through vinyasa. Okay, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. Make your way there. Take another breath. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, place your left foot up between your hands. Inhale, come up into Crescent Lunge. Exhale, draw your torso forward 45 degrees. Drag your right foot in, loop your right leg up and around, figure four. And then straighten both legs, stretch your right leg forward, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your right foot down, lower your arms down. Inhale, lift your arms up, reach up. Exhale, fold down over your legs. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look forward. Exhale, bend your knees and sit all the way down. And lie down. Bring your feet hip-width distance apart on the floor. Setu Bandha Sarvangasana is our next pose, bridge pose. Press down through your feet, peel your buttocks off the floor, your low back, your middle back, your upper back. Either grab the sides of your mat or interlace your fingers underneath your back. Gently rock from side to side. Press down and forward through the balls of your feet and curl back into your chest. Okay, one more inhale. On your exhale, bring your arms by your sides, lower your hips all the way down. You can either do that one more time, or you can come up into Urdhva Dhanurasana. So if you're coming all the way up, place your hands underneath your shoulders. Peel your buttocks off the floor, your low back, your middle back, your upper back. Press down through feet and hands and come up to the crown of your head. Plug your arm bones in, lift your shoulder blades up your back, and work your arms straighter. Press down through your feet, press down through your hands. Breathe deeply and steadily. Take one more inhale where you are. And on your exhale, make your way all the way down. Oh, wow. Okay. Now, hug your right thigh into your chest, interlace your fingers on the front of your right shin. Stretch your left heel in the opposite direction. And take your left hand to your outer right thigh. Draw your right leg across your body to come into a long twist. Look over your right shoulder. And then inhale, come back up through center. Extend your right leg out fully along the floor. Hug your left thigh into your chest. Interlace your fingers around your left shin. Stretch your right heel strongly forward. And place your right hand on your outer left thigh. Draw your left leg across your body. Stretch your left arm back in the other direction. Couple breaths. Inhale, come back up through center. Hug both thighs into your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. You're giving yourself a big hug, saying, thank you, body. Thank you for working so well for me. And then slowly release the clasp. Extend your legs out fully along the floor. Stretch your arms straight along your sides. We'll take at least a couple breaths here to allow ourselves to come down from the activity of practice. And if you have more time, I highly encourage that you take a longer amount of time in Shavasana. And if you don't, make your way up to a seated position. Namaste. Thanks all so very much for being here. Oh, that was fun. These creative flows have been a lot of fun for me to create. It's it's a new thing for me. So I've been having a lot of fun doing it, and having a lot of fun sharing it with you. So rock on all. You did so good. That was a good challenge. I'll be back again next week, same time, 8 a.m., 9 a.m. I plan on continuing this for a long time. I'm not sure how long, but it's like long time, and it will be free. This will always be free. If you want to pop in for another practice with me today, I'm teaching a back bend workshop through Love Story Yoga from 3 to 6 p.m. If you want more info or want to sign up, you can go to lovestoryyoga.com. And I would love to have you there. I'm going to get really geeky about anatomy and how to set yourself up for safe back bending, even when you get into deeper back bends. So if you're interested, sign up. Would love to see you again. All right, love you all. Stay safe and healthy. Thank you for showing up so fully. Your presence is felt. And I will be sending an email with details about next week, my schedule. So if you're not on my email list, sign up at NicholeChaseYoga.com if you want updates. All right, all. Stay safe and healthy and calm. Love ya. And I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.